So, hi. So I'm pretty sure someone will get mad at where I'm gonna put shit if they ever come across this. But we start from the bottom, right? We go from Green Hill to Death Egg Zone. It doesn't have Doomsday Zone, which is kind of weird, but that's only like a Sonic exclusive level. And it's just auto scroller. But at the same time, it's got a Sky Chase Zone. But I think you do more in Doomsday Zone than you do in Sky Chase Zone. Sky Chase Zone, you can't really do much. It's just left to right. But anyway, let's start. Let's start with Sonic 1. My first Sonic game in the whole series as a child. I had this game. As I've probably said a few times. What was that? So first stage Green Hill Zone, honestly, it's just an entry. For Green Hill Zone, it teaches people how to play the fucking game. Right? It teaches you the basic mechanics of like, you can run, you can die if you're not careful because there's a motor bug, frame 1. It teaches you like platforming. It teaches you like, you know, speed, I guess, through like the one loop per act and like the S caves, I guess. Ooh. Not a hard level, right? I mean, it can be, it depends. I've seen people die to the boss and I'm just like, but that's just me. Like, I've died. Don't get me wrong, I've sucked at the game back in the day. But yeah, no, it's all right. Like I said, it does its job to like teach people how to play the game, like for the basic mechanics. So like, but like in terms of like where it rated, like I say it's okay. It's okay, mostly because I think now I've seen the level to death, but like it's okay. And then the next stage, chat, Marble Zone. Long story short, you go from like a nice relaxing level of Green Hill Zone where you can run fast, have a good old time, nothing too crazy, nothing too dangerous, right? And then the next stage, lava and a bit more tight platforming. You can't really go I mean, you can go fast, but in very small windows, very small windows. I think Act 3 is a bit more annoying out of the whole gang, mostly because there's one part where you got to do like some narrow platforming, and if you fuck up, you fall into the lava below, and then you got to climb all the way back up. I'm not for that. I've played this game many a times. I still tense up trying to do that shit. I'm like, okay, yep. Because the platform has got to be done on like weights that go up and down, that go up and then slam down, and the weights are very small. But where I rate it, not the best stage. Like, not the best stage. It's competent. Don't get me wrong. It's not the best stage. But like once you've done that though, you get a good stage. You get Spring Yard Zone, chat. You get Spring Yard Zone. I'm trying to find out. Well, yeah, it's better than Marble, but not the best stage. But it's like, you know, you got like the whole pinball. You got like the bumpers. You don't have the flippers. They weren't a thing in Sonic 1. But there was bumpers that bring you around the place. The song's pretty cool. The stage looks nice. Flashing lights everywhere. You got the word cope in the background, which is pretty fucking funny nowadays. But back then it was like, cope, what the fuck? But back in 1991, you're like, why I got cope? What? Back in the 90s, you'd just be like, why has got cope in the sky? But now you're like, haha, copium. So full circle. But the boss, fuck that boss, man. If you don't cheese the boss or kill the boss quickly, you're dead. Because long story short, you're on like breakable ground that you can't break, but Eggman can, with his spike, which he like has under a ship, which he slams into the ground, picks it up, shakes, and it breaks. You have like, I want to say 8 or 9, no 12. I think like 10 or 12, 20 or 12 cubes. But like if you like make a gap too big near the right side, you kind of fucked, because you need to jump that gap to clear the level still, so you could still fucking die. So so long story short, you want to kill that boss as fast as possible. But yeah, in terms of like where I rate it and shit, okay, it's alright. Again, it's alright. Again, it's not the best stage. It's fair and balanced. It's fair and balanced, right? It's just like basically like these 3 stages, like cool, how to learn the mechanics of the game, how to navigate through lava and strict platforming, right, without going too fast, how to navigate through bumpers and spike balls, and sometimes this enemy will come from behind you to roll through you, right? So it's just as fast as this, right? It's fine. And then chat, you clear Spring Yard Zone, chat, thinking, oh, what's the next stage? I hope it's just as good as Spring Yard Zone, if not better. No, it's not better, chat. It's Labyrinth Zone. You like frame one, you're like, oh, I'm in a cave. Oh, there's water. Thinking like, oh, I won't be in the water for that. I won't be in the water for long. But chat, I promise you will spend 80% of the whole stage in water. I'm not even fucking lying. You will spend most times in the water, and you will and like for new time players, right? Even now, to be fair, right? You would hear the drowning sound quite a lot, right? And I know calm Kyle, right? I know calm Charlie, but Sonic 1's drowning thing is nerve-wracking. Because like the music's okay, chat. Okay. I'll give you a narrative, right? Chat. I'll give you a narrative, right? So this is Labyrinth Zone. This is the song. This is the song. Right. It's all fine. Well, my version was a bit slower because like EU Power the song was slower. The game was, to be fair, EU Sonic games were a bit slower because hertz. It was 50 hertz. America do 60 hertz. I'm not gonna go down that road. There's many videos online of why that was a thing. But long story short, it was the hertz. But yeah, no, so yeah, Labyrinth Zone, vibing around, going through the water, ha, tiki, tiki. You hear like the, like, you know, the indication of like you running out of breath. But then chat, you hear this. Chat, what do you do? What do you do? Where's air? Where's air, chat? What do you do? And then if you don't get any air bubbles in time, you drown, chat. But yeah, I'm like, just imagine yourself, like, you know, like young child playing Sonic 1 for the first time, like wee little babby, right? And then you hear the drowning thing. Like, you're gonna be pissing your pants because you're like, one, you hear the song, two, there'll be a counter on the screen, like from 5 to 0, like above Sonic's head, right? So you're like panicking, thinking, where's the air bubble? I need to get air bubbles. Sometimes you can be lucky. Other times the game control you, where like some places where air bubbles are, like sometimes they won't spawn any air bubbles if you're on them, which would make sense in real life. But then there's others that will. There's others that will. And until you play the game like a million fucking times, right? You won't notice in your first playthrough. You won't notice in your first playthrough. So you'd be like standing on the bubble, like fucking panicking, pissing yourself, and then you drown. And then while you're drowning, that's when the air bubble's like, oh, no one's there now, bubble. Like to troll you. And yeah, no, it would just be dramatizing. It'd be dramatizing. And then even then, like the boss, I wouldn't say it's a boss. It's just like Eggman will like float. Like it's like a long shit. You got a long climb you got to make basically to chase Eggman. But at the same time, there's traps midway through or along the way, and the water also rises as well. So it's a race of like keeping near like Eggman, but don't be too far behind because there's no air bubbles at all. There's no air bubbles at all. It's quite a hard boss. If you get hit if you get hit like randomly, there's a chance you could fall like far down, right? Far the fuck down the fucking chasm. Right? Lose your rings at the same time, or your shield, depending. And yeah, that makes it makes you sweat more. But when it's done, it's done. But with this state, with like Labyrinth Zone, obviously, fuck this stage. Fuck this stage. Fuck this stage. We ain't fucking with that stage, right? I still don't like the stage, and I know the shortcut in Act 3. Actually, I know the whole game inside out, to be fair. But like in every third act, by the way, there's a shortcut in each level. well, there's a shortcut in every third act of these stages. Some are good, some are bad. Like Green Hill, Marble, yeah. Springyard, whatever. Labyrinth Zone is a fucking lifesaver. Like if you don't go through the shortcut in Labyrinth Zone 2, you're in that stage for another like 3 minutes, like 3-4 minutes. Whereas like if you use a shortcut, like one, it would just, you go through like a long like a long current, like just pulls you through a small bit of platforming, and then before you know it, you're like at the last checkpoint of the stage. Like, oh, I'm here, and it's only been a minute. Cool. Cool. And chat, I promise you, like every time I play Sonic 1, every time I play Sonic 1, I always go down it. I always do the shortcut because I can't be asked with Act 3 thuggery. Act 3 is Act 3, the worst. But then chat, then it gets better, chat. It gets better because the devs decided to go like, oh, you played Labyrinth Zone, cool, we're gonna reward you with a fun, fast level with good music. And that's Starlight Zone. Literally whole fresh air, no water. There's like platforming, don't get me wrong, and seesaw platforming, and like a spike swinging platform, which makes me fucking nervous because every time it spawns in, it swings right above your head. So you're like, ooh. And there's like bombs that you can't kill, but they can hurt you, which super projectiles. But other than that, oh, and there's fans and there's fire things. But other than those few things and orbitals, the level's pretty fun. It's pretty fast. Admittedly, it's too, like, because it's so fast, the level's pretty short, but it's fucking great. No, I'll fuck with it. I'll fuck with it. No, it's great. It's great. I would say fuck with it. The only reason I say I don't fuck with it is because of like the fans that annoy me. The fans that annoy me and the bombs that annoy me. But the boss is fun because it just drops like spike balls and the seesaws, so you can use the seesaw. You can use like the seesaws to throw the bomb back at Eggman. Or yourself. It's pretty fucking funny. But yeah, that's best stage in the game, followed by like the final stage of the game, and that's Scrap Brain Zone. So that's Eggman Space. It's not forgiven. There's traps everywhere, like fire from pipes, like taser balls, swinging spike balls as well. And then Act 3 is just Labyrinth Zone but harder. And again, you want to use, and that's another stage. You wanna like use a shortcut on Act 3 because if not, you're gonna have a bad time. Shortcut lifesaver. But I rate it. I've not the best stage. I rate not the best stage. Like it's not evil like fucking. It's not evil like Labyrinth Zone because it's not like all underwater. It's just Act 3. And like I said, Act 3 shortcut act. So whoop. But the shortcut starts at the start of the level. That's all. Yeah, because you got to be very quick. And basically, there's a button you press, and like a platform slides down. And if you're fast enough, you can move off the platform, go underneath it, and then you go through the shortcut. If not, you got to go the long way, and you don't want to go the long way. You don't want to go the long way. I've seen people go the long way, and I feel bad for them. But at the same time, I don't want to backseat them. I'd be like, nah, take the shortcut to start. Because then they're like, what the fuck? Fuck off. Like the shortcut? But yeah, that's Sonic 1. Not that many stages. Sonic 2 onwards, more stages. Well, actually no. Sonic CD's not that, well, same as I said Sonic 1. Because that was made at the same time as Sonic 2. But Sonic 2's got more stages. It would have like even more stages and time traveling, but they kind of ran out of time, so they had to like scrap a bunch of shit and just scramble the rest of the levels together. There's many videos about like Sonic 2's like production history, and it is actually interesting. I do recommend like to go watch them. Like they're very good watches. But anyway, let's start with the fucking levels. So what we got? Like Emerald Hill Zone. Again, it's a tutorial, but it's more fun. It's like Green Hill, but more fun. And if you're good enough, you can get the KS Emeralds, all the KS Emeralds in that stage. You can become Super Sonic before the first boss. Don't ask how I know that. Well, God, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, no, there's like I can promise you right now, like I can from memory, right? That there's like 3 star posts, because in Sonic 2 you can get the case through star posts, so you get 50 rings. There's 3 star posts in Act 1, and then there's 6 star posts in Act 2. So you have like one time to fuck up, basically. But you can get all the chaos emeralds in Emerald Hill, because in Sonic 2, basically when you get 50 rings and go through the lamppost, it goes to the special stage. Once you leave the special stage, it only saves the lamppost position, but it resets the rings and the TVs you destroyed. So like in Act 1, like I said, you can like get 50 rings, go through the very first star post, because if you miss one and get another one, then the previous one will automatically go off. So you have to go by position order. But yeah, actually you get 50 rings, go find the very first star post, do the Chaos Emerald, the rings go back to 0, get another 50 rings, find the second one, and then like again and again and again. So like literally you can be supersonic by like before Chemical Plant, and I find it funny. I find it funny. However, Sonic 2, of all forms of Sonic or Supersonic that are playable, Supersonic and Sonic 2 is the most slipperiest version of Sonic 2 or Supersonic, purely for the fact that it's the first time you see Supersonic in a video game. It's the first appearance of Supersonic in the games, right? Sonic 3 is more balanced. It's like a bit more controlled, but Sonic 2 Supersonic is like ice on speed with like high jump. It's crazy. Like it's well, I don't mind going fast, but I want some grip at the same time. But anyway, yeah. Next stage, Chemical Plant, because like the boss of Sonic 1, the boss of Emerald Hill is just like Eggman driving his fucking car after a beer in his truck, right? See, with Chemical Plant, I know many people who play Sonic 2, like when the first gone through Sonic 2 and I got to this stage, Act 1, oh wow, it's all cool. But Act 2, nobody liked Act 2 because of the fucking part with like the rising water in the fucking tower you gotta climb with the squares that rotate that can crush you, or you can drown if you're too slow. Nobody likes that, chat. But chat, hear me out, chat. What if, chat? What if there is a shortcut? I feel like a fucking nerd. Guys, what if, chat's a shortcut? No, there is a shortcut in Chemical Plant Act 2. It's before you go near. It's like on the way to like that part where the water goes up. But it's gonna sound weird. So basically, when you get near it, before you get near it, there's like a long ramp you go down, and then a loop, and then a ramp you like shoots off, and there's like 2 paths. There's a high path and a low path, right? You want to go to the top path, and then like on that top path, there's like a square rotating thing that goes around. You go past that, and then like after a while, because there's a ceiling, the ceiling stops. But where the ceiling stops, there's a wall. Like on the wall, or yeah, on that wall, there's that's where the shortcut is. So if you like, well, if you're like normal Sonic, you're gonna have to like make a run up, a spin dash jump, because there's like there's an uneven ground further up, so you can use that to like, you know, get leverage, right? But if you're like Supersonic, you can just jump over, it's fine. But once you go through that shortcut, once you go through that path, it bypasses the fucking like the water part, because it goes like left up and then right. You do see that path as well a little bit if you go like the normal route, because you're like, oh, it's a higher path. Oh, how do you get there? This is how I found out, right? This is how I found out. I was like, oh, how do you get there? And then I eventually learned level design, and I was like, oh, through this wall. Cool. And then yeah, never went down that path again. And even then, you can also like use like the ramp right before like that part to like jump in there really, really high if you spin dash and jump. But anyway, that's just me being like really, that's just me giving like a walkthrough without showing the video. But one day when I play like the old Sonic games again, I'll probably show you guys. But yeah, Chemical Plant. I fuck with it actually. I fuck with the double. It's fun. Like, outside of what you said about the whole like stressful part, Chemical Plant shows off how fast Sonic 2 is. It was a selling point on the Mega Drive. It was like one of the biggest selling points on the Mega Drive. If you watch adverts, like the American adverts, like Genesis does, right? They use Chemical Plant so much, like so much in an advert, right? It's literally the selling point. It's like cool. It's like, oh, you want Mario World? Nah, we got Sonic 2. Look how fast this fucking like piece of shit goes. Woo! So fast it goes off screen, bitch. And then that was the selling point. And then yeah, people bought the Mega Drive for that. Well, for Sonic and the sports games and Mortal Kombat, because there was violence in Mortal Kombat on the Mega Drive than was on the Super Nintendo. Aquatic Ruin. I mean, it's alright. It's alright. Like, it's a high path, and then like the low path which goes underwater. But again, the water can be avoidable if you go the higher path and know where to go. The boss is alright. It's just a hammer. It's just a hammer and a. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing too special. It's just like it teases water. I think that's the only stage in Sonic 2 that has water that you can go into. No. Sorry, no, I'm wrong. Chemical Plant Act 2, but like as in like for the whole act, like for the whole act. But again, it's more you don't need to go underwater. You can avoid the water in like Aquatic Ruin. Whereas Chemical Plant, you can avoid the Mega Mac because it's called Mega Mac. But if you don't know where to do the skips in, then you're gonna be in the Mega Mac. So you know, that's more like knowledge check. Whereas like, you know, Aquatic Ruin is like skill issue. You got in the water, skill issue. Like you go to the bottom path in the Sonic game, that's a skill issue. That's a skill issue, my buddy. Like my boy, my guy, my buddy. Like why not to the top? Why not through the bushes and trees? And then the next stage, which everybody knows and loves because, you know, memes. It's the gambling stage, chat. It's Casino Night Zone, filled with like, I don't know, slots, pinball shit with flippers and whatever. You spend like most times, like first playthrough, hitting the slots, right? However, like you will get fucked up if you get like 3 Eggmans in a row. Oh no, if you get like, no, you get fucked up, you get 3 Eggmans. You get even more fucked up if you get like 2 jackpots in an Eggman. Because like jackpot is a multiplayer. So if you get like jackpot Sonic, you get like the most amount of rings, I think. But if you get like jackpot Eggman, all your rings are gone. All your rings are gone. No matter like, well, I mean, well, it depends. Well, actually, no. If you don't spam the slots and you don't have like over like 500 rings, because you can have, I don't know, then yeah, your rings are gone. Like your rings are gone. But now the moves is good. The boss is good. I love it. It's a good vibe. Like it's a good vibe. No, it's good. It's great. It's great. Not like perfect, but it's good. And then after like Hilltop Zone, blah, 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 blah. I don't find that stage too special because it's just Emerald Hill but blue on looks with different trees and you're high in the clouds. Obviously there's lava in this level again, which is avoidable. It's not that much lava if you go the right way. More so in Act 2. Act 1, pretty linear, if memory serves. It's like a small part where the path splits very briefly, but then it goes back to the same plot. Act 2, yeah, the path really splits. It's like the high route and then the low route. The low route, you gotta deal with like lava coming up because you're pretty sure in a volcano. The high route, you ain't gonna worry about that shit. like I got a high route because I can't about stressing about like the lava, even though if you super at this point, if you're like supersonic at this point, then the lava doesn't really matter. But you know, obviously you lose your rings. But it's okay. Like I don't think. Actually, no, I'm lying to myself. I'm gonna say like there's not any bad stages in Sonic 2. There is. We're about to get there. Mystic Cave, pretty good, pretty tame. A lot of traps. It has the infamous fucking like spike pit that if you fall into, you are fucked. Because there's no way. Because there's like no way to get out. Basically, it's like a long drop and then spikes in the original game. I know in Origins, if you go through that, if you go down that pitfall, it just goes to like Hidden Palace, but that's not the official. That's not an official level. They just added that in Origins. I'm not sure if they're retconning that in or not to get to Hidden Palace, but in the original game, Hidden Palace was not there. However, the song is in the game if you go to sound test, because it's track 10. It's there, but the stage is not there. Because it was like one of the last things they scrapped out before they released the full game. If memory serves, I might be wrong. But the song's in there. But yeah, no. Yeah, infamous for that spike pit. But if you go to high route again, you're fine. But the levels are right. I find it pretty good. The music's pretty spooky. The music's pretty fucking spooky. And then after that, everybody's favorite stage is not All Ocean Zone, where it's riddled with like floating seahorses that like will be ahead of you, and they will snipe you and 9 times out of 10 they will land their hits, man. They will land their hits. They're really annoying. So like most times in like All Ocean Zone, you wouldn't run that. You wouldn't like stay running. You'd like run but stop. You'd like you'd ease into it, because obviously when you get to a point you know where they are, you're like, cool, I know where they are. I'm gonna relax. We're not gonna run as fast. I'm gonna like keep my thumb on jump in preparation, because they shoot pretty fast. But when if you're like invincible or supersonic, you can just run through. You don't care. Yeah, like oil's a threat, because you go into, you sink, you die. The boss is annoying because he's in the oil and he barely shows himself, and he has like 2 tentacles will come out and stab you in the bum or shoot you. I don't find it the best stage. I can't lie. I'm not gonna lie. However, it gets worse from here, chat. Fuck, man. It's fucking the Metropolis Zone. I hate this stage. Right, so just to let you know, so in Sonic 1, 3 acts, right? Sonic 2, like the stage, like the stages are bigger, but it's 2 acts, okay? For the most part, until you get to Metropolis, where it's 3 acts. Because I'm pretty sure originally this was meant to be the last stage. Originally, like once upon a time, it's meant to be like the final stage, because this was like the 6th or 7th level. What the fuck? They're like, no, we got room for more stages. Well, 3 more stages, but they're not got Death Egg Zone. And Sky Chase and Wing Force is just like 1 act. But yeah, no, Metropolis, fucking brutal stage. Traps everywhere, lava everywhere. Got that crab enemy with the most jank hitbox ever, which shoots just like claw out, and it's kind of hard to know where it's safe to hit him, because you can jump on him, and if the claw, because the claw's got some weird massive hitbox, if the claw's coming back in, that can hit you. There's praying mantises that throw their claws that home, and they could be anywhere. They could be like, you could be running and it'll be there. It'll be there like, haha, I'll throw my scythes. Or be on the ceiling, do the same thing, but they're normally like in front of you, and they normally like hit you when you're not expecting it. You're thinking like, oh, I can run, and then nah, praying mantis guy. The boss, pretty alright, pretty mid boss, but honestly, fuck this stage. Like, fuck this stage. Chat, even with Supersonic, right? It's still a fucking cool, because like it's times where you have to like use like nuts to run up or down, as you can see in like the picture here. Like you have to like run on these to go up or down, and it takes ages. Obviously, the faster you go, the faster it will go. But when you run normal, obviously you can only go so fast. So I couldn't type. But yeah, no, that out of the way, and then a Sky Chase Zone. Like I said at the start, it's just an auto scroller. You just stay on the plane, you just stay on the tornado. You don't really do much. You just collect rings, avoid like badniks or take them out. It's just like a 2-minute auto scroller. Not the best stage. Not the best stage. Actually, no, I'll put it. I'll make its own tier. It makes its own category, because I don't really, I do not. It's not. It's just on a plane. But after that, you do like manage. After that is Wind Fortress Zone. You do go off the plane because it gets shot down, and you do go through like the Wind Fortress to try and find Eggman to stop him. Wind Fortress, I want to say it's like a prelude to Flying Battery, but I feel like this level's more unforgiving because it's near the end. There's many of opportunities that you could fall off and die, because if you fall off, there's this bottomless pit, like a giant bottomless pit, and there's many areas where there's just bottomless pits. If you fuck up, you just die. Just go to a checkpoint or back to the level. What's that level? To be fair, you cannot even die at the start of the level if you're not paying attention, because it's like, because you start by flying in like you're getting shot at, but then like the plane, the tunnel gets shot, and then that goes down. At that point, when they get shot, you meant to jump off, right? If you don't jump off, you're gonna go down with the plane. I've done that. I've had that happen to me a few times as a kid, because I'd forget sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, Wind Fortress, yeah, boom. Like I'll probably like looking at something else in the room, and then I'm like, oh shit, wait, and then you know, going down with the plane. Ironically, with Supersonic, you can bypass a lot of stuff. With Supersonic, you can like jump over a certain part, which like bypasses like the more annoying part, and you pretty much like near enough at the end of the level. Yeah, it's okay. Like if like Wind Fortress was like stage 3, then I'd have rated it lower. But since like the second to last stage, I rate it up at okay, because it does its job. It challenges the player basically. I say that even though it's after fucking Metropolis, which is like the hardest level in the game. Right? Let it be known, right? Hardest level in the game before the final level of the game. But anyway, Sonic CD. I'm trying to like, in terms of levels of Sonic CD, because Sonic CD is more like explore than run it, then like getting to the end. Because you gotta find like the roboticizer, and then like the Metal Sonic like hologram, which starts easy like in Palm Tree Panic, but as you go through the game, when you like the further in the game you get, the more harder they are to find. Like I think in of a Wacky Workbench, Wacky Workbench, one of those two things you gotta find is basically, you can only find it if you find the right piston thing that puts you in a tunnel, which you don't know which to the naked eye it just looks like a crusher. You're like, oh, it's a crusher, but apparently it puts you in a tunnel and it then takes you to the place. It takes you to right in front of it, but you wouldn't know that because it just looks like a crusher, because it looks like any of the rest of the crushers that are in the level previously. You can also get the, because that's like one way to get the good ending, to find all like the roboticizers and destroy the egg, like the Metal Sonic things, which fuck after like stage 2, after like stage 3, don't even bother with that shit, right? So once fuck that. Or you can do like the Sonic 1 raid, where you can just like get 50 rings, get to the end of the stage, do the bonus stages, and get the time stones. That's way too. That's way too. And you can get all the time stones by like, if you're on point, you get the time stones by like Wacky Workbench. By like Wacky Workbench, you get all the time stones. Because once you go past like Stardust Speedway, there's no more. I don't think there's no more like chances after that. So you just be like, cool. Did you get the time stones? No. Well, bad ending. Did you get the time stones or destroy every robot maker and Metal Sonic hologram? No. Bad ending. Bad ending. He's got the time stones. You failed. By the way, level, like in terms of level designs, I didn't play Sonic CD that much compared to like Sonic 1, 2, and 3, because I had those as a kid. I didn't play Sonic CD until like, I think when I first played Sonic CD, it was like 2005. Because like when it came out, because obviously when it came out on the Mega CD, and I didn't own that as a kid. I just had the Mega Drive. I didn't own Mega CD. It did come out on PC, but I never saw like the PC version at all, like back in the day. And I was like, and when I came out on PC first, it was like same year, like 92. I want to say when it came out on PC as well, like 1992. So I think by the time I got a PC mouse, like I never saw it. Not many places had like PC. Not many places had like PC games like in abundance compared to like, you know, the console games, like, you know, the Mega Drive, the PlayStation, like the SNES, like Sega, Nintendo, like, and Sony. Like they're the main three, right? I saw in the stores here. Like PC, we had like like random games or like, you know, like I'll say like Warhammer, I want to say, like eventually, but like it'd be like Quake, Wolfenstein, Doom, like those, but like, and then like things like Tombstruck, Worms, Rally C, a bunch of MS-DOS games and whatnot. But like, yeah, I didn't play Sonic CD until like long after, long after 2000s. But yeah, level wise, honestly, don't feel that much difference in terms of like enjoyability, other than like maybe like 2 or 3 stages. The rest like pretty okay. like okay, yeah. So like Primetime Panic, it's great music. Actually, no. To be fair, the most were great. Like Collision Chaos, that's great. Like Tidal Tempest, okay. There's water, but there's a high path. Quartz Quadrant, because of the music, I fuck with it heavy. Do you know what I mean? I fuck with it heavy. Level design's pretty fun, but I like the music. The music. Well, when I say the music, because the game's got 2 soundtracks. It's got like, you know, like the Japanese soundtrack and the American soundtrack. In Europe, we got like the Japanese soundtrack, so we were winning, right? But the American copy, the Americans, you guys, the Yanks, you had like mediocre music. Don't get me wrong, you had Sonic Boom. That's okay song. But the rest of the music doesn't in my opinion doesn't compare to like the Japanese soundtrack. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy the American soundtrack to Sonic CD, but not as much as Japanese soundtrack. Like Japanese Quartz Quadrant music, banger, absolute banger. I promise you, absolute fucking banger. Like all versions, like past, present, bad and good future. Like goated soundtrack, goated song. And the boss is pretty fun as well, because you're just like running on a treadmill. Then that was it. That's the game. That's the boss. You run, jump over bombs, avoid like, well, you run, but then you slow down to avoid the bomb that drops down. It's pretty funny. Like, the bosses in Sonic CD are not like the creative, but they're short. Wacky Workbench, not the best stage because of the bouncy platform. Like sends you like 50,000 miles into the air, and you gotta spend most times slowly going. You gotta spend most times going like near the bouncy platform to get through. But like once you get shot in the air, you gotta like you gotta slowly go all the way back down, because it literally shoots you to the fucking roof. But yeah, after that, Stardust Speedway, I do like the stage, but there's one part. It's like a part in Act 2. Yeah, Act 2, because Act 3 is the boss stage. In Act 2, where's like a ball maze, and you gotta remember where you need to go. Obviously, when you first playthrough, like obviously you have to play the game several times. You're gonna know. But first playthrough, yeah, you be bouncing back and forth. But I like the stage. But I like the stage. The stage is pretty fine. And then Metallic Madness is hard, but it's not like scrap brain hard. And the JP music once again carries the level. But the final boss, it's a drag. It's okay. But yeah, that's Sonic CD done. But let's go to the pinnacle game, chat. That is Sonic 3 peak game. Like one of the best Sonic games up there. Like one of the best Sonic games. Okay, anyone says like it's one of the best, like up there. Anyone says Sonic 3 shit, they don't know good games. Good level design, like good secrets, like good storytelling. I like all the stages of Sonic 3 though. But as a kid, there were some stages I would rate down, like 1 or 2 stages. But like me now as a person who spent most of their young time making Sonic the Hedgehog their personality, I like the stages of Sonic 3. Like Angel Island, like Act 1, relaxing, right? Calm, beach, lovely, mad because Knuckles knocked you out of Supersonic. Knuckles knocked the fuck out of you when you're Supersonic. You be mad about that, like, hey, my emeralds, what the fuck? But then you get through halfway through Act 1, and then like Eggman just decides to fucking carpet bomb Angel Island and just turns to a fucking like fire hellscape, right? But the level's still good though, man. Like the music chain on point, level on point. Like again, like again, once again, it shows people how to play through the level, but at the same time, it also goes, oh, we know that you played the past Sonic games before. However, we also keep it simple for the new people who haven't. So it's got a mix of both. It's got a mix of both, which is really, really good. And that tree part's pretty fun. When you like run up the tree, I love it a bit as well. So great. Hydro City, like second level, you'd think, oh, it's a water level. Oh, labyrinth zone. No, chat. Far from labyrinth zone. Far from, because obviously when you first start the stage, you fall into a pool of water. You're like, oh shit. But once you get past that part, you got an option. You got an option like then and there. Even if you play Tails or and Knuckles, you got another option to like go up. But like once you go like out of that section, there's a choice between like going in the water, staying in the water, or going like up. It's a hidden spring. Both ways are not that bad. Also in Sonic 3, you get the water shield. So if you get the water shield, you're fine. Like you're fine. Right? You're fine. You don't even need to worry. You don't even need to worry about drowning if you've got the water shield, because you can breathe underwater. Right? That was one of the good things, and this is why Sonic 3 was goated, because there's elemental shields. Right? Obviously, you can't use fire or electric shields in water because, you know, it makes sense. But you get the bubble shield. You get the bubble shield. Yen sweat. You can just vibe underwater. But yeah. But the stage as a whole, fun, short. You're not underwater for too long. Yeah, you're not underwater for too long, so it's fine. The boss is pretty fun. The one part I didn't like initially in Hydro City was Act 2 at the start. We get chased by the wall. But if you're fast enough, you're fine. But outside of that, I fuck with it. I love the stage. I love the fact that it came back in Sonic Mania. I popped off hard when I got to that stage in Sonic Mania when I first played Sonic Mania. When I first played Mania and there was Hydro City, I was like, yo, Hydro City. And then like I popped off more when I realized like how they'd done the stages. I was like, yo. And the boss, I loved it. Like I fucking say to you. After that, Marble Garden, it's got the hills. Not joking. It's alright. It's alright. There's no water. The stages are quite big. Act 2. If you don't know what you're doing in Act 2, you will get a timeout. You will get a time over in Act 2 if you don't know it. Because when I first played Sonic 3, like Marble Garden and Carnival Night Zone, I would always run at the clock in Act 2, no matter what. And then I realized, hold on, I realized, wait, I just need to go a bit faster. I don't need to go all around the gaff exploring stuff. I just need to get through this stage. And then since then I can beat both stages within the 10 minutes, right? Very fast within 10 minutes. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing too zazzy though. The boss was okay. Like you fly in the air with Tails. That boss is okay if you got Sonic with you. If you just play Tails by yourself, it's a bit harder because you gotta hit like Eggman with your propellers. So you gotta go like underneath him to hit him, which is kind of awkward to do. It's doable, but it's awkward. And it's annoying that you can't, there's no option to curl into a ball as Tails in that moment. You're just like, no, you're flying indefinitely. We're using like the flight mechanic in its level to show off that you can do this. Because like, I think at that point, that's when you learn like, oh, okay, Tails can just carry Sonic. Okay. Then I think from that point on, you're like, oh, cool, sweet. Because you can do that like in the whole game as a whole with Tails. But after that, it's Carnival Night Zone, which is okay on the first act, and then the second act, where there's water, because obviously the island's like grounded, by the way, at this point. Sonic. It's okay. It's long, really long if you don't know if you're taking your time. And if you don't take the shortcut, or you're not running. But I do like is the music. I sound basic because like the music between Act 1 and 2 is not much different. It's just the fact that like they just stopped playing some parts of like the track in the song in Act 2. Act 1 will just have the whole song, like every level of the song play. I'm not sure the best way to display this, but like but on the Mega Drive, it's like different like sound levels, right? There we go. Sound channels. There we go. Right. So that they use. So from Carnival Night to Launch Base Zone, they do a thing where Act 1 will have like the song play with all the sound channels. It's just fine. And then Act 2 they will like stop some channel, like one channel or two channels or all channels in certain parts of the song. So like Ice Cap Zone, for example, Act 1, play the whole song. Act 2, one loop of the song will take like 2 minutes, and you won't hear the song. Like if you go through Act 2 really quickly, you won't hear like the later half of the song. I promise you. But yeah, no, back to kind of a night. Great. It's great. It's great. I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I like the whole like corkscrew thing, and like little like the speed boost running things that you go through. They're pretty funny. Ice Cap Zone. The first time get up, like no. Is it the first time I get ice level? I don't think it is. When did I'm trying to think? Because like Sonic 3 came out in '94, and I can't remember like what year Triple Trouble came out. Because that had like a snow level as well. I'm not sure like before or I'm not sure it was before or after this game, or the same year. But Ice Cap was the first like 16-bit ice level. It was a big difference because it's the most unique of the like the Mega Drive games before Sonic 3D came out. Like the most unique themed stage next to like Mystic Cave. Next to Mystic Cave and Oil Ocean. Nah, Ice Cap, fuck with it. Chat, you can see the theme of like the faster levels are like the fun stuff. It's like, oh, fast stages? Yeah, fuck with this. I say that as like, you know, like Green Hill's down here, Starlight's here. But no, but honestly, it's got like good balance of like speed and platforming though. And even then, I'll put Core Squad in there, so that's fine. It's fine. Launch pace, yeah, it depends, right? If it's like vanilla free, like the Sonic 3 half, the vanilla Sonic 3, then launch pace is the hardest stage. But Sonic & Knuckles, they made it really easy because it's not the last stage. It's like the checkpoint. But I like it because of the music and like the part in Act 2 where you go into the water pipes and you just go wee. I'm a simple person, right? Like, oh wow, I'm getting teleported this part level, sweet. But I like it. I fuck with that stage a lot. But more so for Big Arm. Like in Vanilla 3, I do like the Big Arm fight against Sonic. I mean, you can play Big Arm when you play Knuckles. When you fight Big Arm when you play Knuckles, like guaranteed, because it's the harder mode of the game. But when you play as Sonic in Sonic 3, it's just like that part when like the night goes dark and then the song changes. It's like you're like, ooh, and it comes out, you're like, ah. I mean, it's a hard fight, but like that part, nah. When the sky goes dark, you're like, oh shit. Oh shit. Like real shit happens. Real shit. W. But that's the Sonic 3 half. After that, Mushroom Hill, Mushroom Valley, depends on like if you wanna, like in the beta version it's called Mushroom Valley, but the original game official release is Mushroom Hill. So it's the first stage in Sonic & Knuckles, so it's really, really easy, which is kind of funny because going from like launch pace was a bit more harder and then really easy, piss easy fucking piss easy Mushroom Hill. I do like the changes in Act 2, and it's a fast level, don't get me wrong, but meh. It did get like a stage in Sonic Generations on the 3DS, whereas Act 1 is just Act 1 from Sonic 3, and Act 2 is just like boost for game. But like I did like the fact that I had to put it in Sonic Generations because the console version, what was it, Sky Sanctuary, which can't really complain to be fair. But I want a Sonic game where they touch upon like other stages that haven't been used to death, like Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant. But yeah, anyway, next up, Flying Battery. It has like the speed part, I guess, but the music's good, but like it's a kind of a brutal, it's a brutal stage if you just play Sonic & Knuckles because it's stage 2. But like when you play Sonic 3 Knuckles, at that point you kind of know how the game works. You're like, cool whatever, airship, woo, it's okay. Like it's okay. You spend like more times trying to avoid like the fire pillars and whatnot, but like it still has like fast parts, good balance all around. The boss is okay, as long as you don't land on his spiky hands, then you don't do it. But if you've got a fire shield, you're fine. Just don't land on this much. And then after that, the game takes a dive. It takes a dive, chap. I mean that physically. I mean that literally as well, because the transition of Flying Battery to Sandopolis is you jump off the ship. You jump off the ship and you land in the sand. And then you jump out. The Act 1 drags. Act 1 just goes on, feels like it goes on forever, man. Like, you're just like, cool, are we at the end yet? Are we at the end yet? Are we at the end yet? Because like, there's like 4 instances that looks the same. So like, cool, I'm going down. It's like, so like by the third one, you're like, cool. By the third one, you're like, cool, am I there yet? Am I there yet? Am I there yet? Is this the pitfall I'm going down? No? Okay. And then like the boss, you can only kill by like pushing to the sand. Like when you get to like the first, when you get to the boss the first time, you don't know it straight away. So you're like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, I hit it. Why is it come back up? Hit it 8 times. Why is it come? Oh. Like, is it bugged? No, he's actively invincible. Like the golem. But in Act 2, when you're inside the pyramid and you got to deal with the ghosts and shit, and like the light mechanic, the light ghost mechanic, where like the lights are on, you find, but as the lights get dimmer and dimmer, the ghosts will appear to get more stronger, and then they attack you once it's all dark and shit. Annoying. Boss, like the main boss, is one of those sort of bosses like Spring Yard. We got to beat it fast before it crushes you, because it walks from right to left, and it keeps on going, and there's a wall there. Like there's a wall there, and it can crush you if you take the time. And the only way to beat the boss is to like jump on his hands, hit it on the head, and then that goes away, and then Eggman's all revealed, and then you can hit him, like you can hit him a couple of times. I think you can hit him like 3 times if you're on point before the golem armor comes back on or reappears, because it reappears. But if you hit him like once, then nah, you're gonna be playing with the wall. But yeah, Sandopolis. And the best stage. It's not the best stage, so but after that, is Lava Reef. And Lava Reef's not that bad. It's not, obviously, it, like going by the name, lava, don't get me wrong, right? Lava, given. However, like with Hydro City, with the bubble shield, if you get the fire shield, makes that stage fucking easy. Well, it makes it easier, sorry, not easy, easier, because there's still like spike traps in that level, right? But for the main bulk, the lava, the fire shield makes most of that stage cakewalk. And Act 1 like is pretty fun. Act 2, I do like because of the music, because it's like okay, I'll put it simply, right? So in Sonic 3, between Act 1 and Act 2, it's like small differences. Lava Reef is the only stage that has like a giant, like one of the rare stages. Yeah, one of the few stages in this game that has like a massive like tonal shift, you know, in terms of level design. Like Angel Island, like Act 1, you know, lush and green, and then like midway through to Act 2, fire, carpet bombed. Oh, the place is burning down. Eggman wants us dead. And what else is like a tonal shift? Yeah, Sandopolis is also a tonal shift, I guess. Ice Cap is just the same, but like Ice Cap is just inside the cave, outside the cave, whatever. Right. I mean, I don't get me wrong, like level, like each act does look different and has like different gimmicks. But like, I mean, like in terms of like the level as a whole, like because Act 1 in like Lava Reef was just like rocks. As you can tell, you can see here, this is Act 1. Act 2, because you're going towards like Hidden Palace, which I almost said why is Hidden Palace is not here, but it's not really much of a stage because you just run through an empty area and fight Knuckles. But it looks all like a mining area, like pristine and shit, like pristine crystals, like the whole level design is completely different. But yeah, Lava Reef Zone, I find it fun. I do find it fun. Like the boss is annoying because you gotta do some platform before you fight him. But if you got the fire shield or you got the fucking, or you got super or hypersonic, then you goaded. You can just stand there because it's one of those bosses that can only hurt themselves. So you can just stand there. Obviously, don't stand in the lava when the boss is killed because you revert to normal, and the lava still, because you're in lava, and the lava is still active. So like you don't wanna do that. But yeah, that's like a hidden palace that's not there. So the next stage would be Sky Sanctuary Zone. It's only one act, unfortunately. So it's a short stage. Well, it's not a short stage. It's quite, I want to say like a 3-minute stage, because it's got like 3 bosses. 3 bosses from the new Mecha Sonic, which is probably like, obviously like Metal Sonic's like my favorite like Metal Sonic, but like Mecha Sonic in this game, in Sonic 3, close second. I'm sorry, close second. So Metal Sonic, Mecha Sonic are my favorite 2. The reason why I like Mecha Sonic, other than like this outside of this game, is because of like the that flash animation with like Sonic and Mario, and like the main bad guy is fucking like Mecha Sonic, and it's got its own voice line. It's awesome. I think it's like Super Mario Bros. Z, I think it was called. Right, that's a goated flash, right? But yeah, Sky Sanctuary Zone, I find it fun. I fuck with that level. There's a reason, like the reason why I came back in some generations, because it's a pretty fun stage. It's a fun stage. It also shows like, what's the word? Like, it's a story level, because obviously, because Hidden Palace is a story level as well. Because obviously you fight Knuckles, you beat him, he hears like explosions behind him, he runs, see what's going on, he sees Eggman stealing the Master Emerald, tries to stop him, gets fucking tased, and then like we get dropped into a pit, and then he's standing there thinking like, ah shit, fuck, I trusted him. He told me that these 2 are bad guys, but he stole the emerald and tased me. And he's there thinking, but then he joins up. Then he's like, nah, I need your help. Sonic tells, I need your help. Yeah. And then you go to the Sky Sanctuary, and then like in the background you see that the Death Egg you see the Death Egg powered up, like taken off, while you see like little egg robos coming out of the Death Egg. But nah, that's like you see the stakes raised. You're like, oh shit, we gotta stop Eggman, because if he takes off, right, he's got the Master Emerald, right? That's like V power source. That's like unlimited power. That's like pretty much having the Dragon Balls, right? And they just give you infinite wishes, right? That level of shit, right? So the stakes were high. You beat Mecha Sonic, you run up the pillar that you see here, and then you jump into the Death Egg, right? Which is the last stage, the last stage of the game. And you know, it's a good fucking stage. It's a good stage for what it is. It's a good stage. Like compared to like Scrap Brain, compared to like Metallic Madness, compared to like Wind Fortress / like Death Egg, it's a good last stage. Like last stage outside of the Chaos Emeralds, because obviously if you don't have the Chaos Emeralds, you don't really get to the Doomsday Zone. But if you have the Chaos Emeralds, you do get the Doomsday Zone. But again, that's just more like a that's more like Final Chase. Like Doomsday Zone was like our Final Hazard. Like, Final Hazard before Final Hazard, but without Live and Learn, right? I love Doomsday Zone, it's so good. But yeah, Death Egg Zone is really good. Act 1, pretty fun. It makes it really good. A bit long. The boss is pretty hard in Act 1. Act 2 implements like gravity switching and shit, which is still pretty fun. Like the level's hard, but it makes sense because the last stage is gonna be hard, right? But like the Eggman fight, the first fight, annoying, because in order to beat it, you have to like make the things it drops, like these mines that it drops, hit it, but at the same time it's got like a shield that follows you where you are, so you can't hit him because you bounce off, right? And if you play with like both Sonic and Tails, there's two shields, rightly so, because you know, so you have to use like the mines to like cause damage. So you spend most times lining up the shots, like lining up the mines, which are on wheels, by the way. And then you gotta like go into like the side portals to like change the gravity. Then that's how you get damaged. And then like Eggman Fight 2 was in this like giant fucking egg robo. The first half is fine, but then the second half, where he's chasing you, he can shoot you with he uses the Master Emerald as like a weapon to basically use it to like charge the laser beam, and it's a big beam, and you gotta time it. So you jump, clear the gap, because if you don't, obviously when you lose your shield rings die, but I'm pretty sure because obviously when it's chasing you, the platforms that you're on fall down. This is a question of platforms. So I'm not sure if it will knock you toward the right side of the screen, which is okay-ish. But if you push you to the left side of the screen, you're gonna die. Like you'll fall, you're gonna die, and then you're gonna start a fight again. That fight's a tense fight. And then even then, when you like destroy that ship, Eggman still tries to like escape with the massive emerald. So you got like, you're running. The ground is still breaking beneath you. So you're running to try to catch him up, and you got to hit him to like make him drop the emerald. Well, again, but like you got to make sure you don't hit him in a weird angle because you'll like bounce off too far because you're like fucking dying. And then like I said, you've got to catch emeralds, Death Zone, well Doomsday Zone, and then final chase. But yeah, level. I like it because I fuck with it because it's a good final stage. It's a good like, not like final showdown because Doomsday, but it's a good like final stage for like the final, like for the extra boss compared to like like Scrap Brain and Metallic Madness, which where to put it, which is okay. Like it was like one of the better final stages, one of the better final normal stages. There we go. And then yeah, that's it. That's the whole shit. That's Sonic 1, 2, CD, and 3. I don't think I need to make any changes. To be fair, I feel like in my opinion, that's how these are rated levels. Sky Chase Zone I feel so bad for, but at the same time it's a nothing burger stage. But yeah, Labyrinth Zone, like Labyrinth Zone, Metropolis Zone, nah, that can stay in hell. That can stay in hell. On God. If I see anyone come at me after the fact to see this and say like, nah, I like those 2 stages, I'm like, no, who are you? Do you know, like nah, you must be a masochist. But the rest of the levels, they're alright. They're alright, including like I guess like Marble, Scrap Rain, Oil Ocean, Wacky Workbench, and Thunderpolis, including those stages, I guess. But like they're not my favorite stages. Whereas like the rest upwards, I'm like, cool, like fine, like content, nodding, hell yeah. No, I'm pretty sure we'll be biased. So it's like, oh yeah, cool. Like I could have mean to put like these 2 stages like here, and then the rest like in that, and then nothing else in between, and then Sky Chase like here. But yeah, that's my Sonic level tier list for the Mega Drive Sonic games. Thumbs up.